Yes, people, then welcome back to RASENAL TV. I am your host, Deanie, and welcome to episode 25 of the Rasenal Transfer Centre Winter Edition here on RASENAL TV. People, them, it's a big day today. It's Arsenal versus Man United, and we're going to be cooking today. I wish I could go live on YouTube, but for some reason, my YouTube lives hasn't been working. So if you do want to see me live, head over to my TikTok on RASENAL TV. We will be doing the live there later today. Arsenal versus Man United, big live. So head over there today. For some reason, my YouTube lives been going well, but it's fine. We will get back to them very, very soon. But people, this is the Rasenal Transfer Centre indeed. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Rasenal TV. If this is your first time here, we have a like target of 50 likes, and make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers as well. But let me make sure I give you content that you will want to subscribe to. And people, we're going to talk firstly about a current loanee that had a very big night last night in his debut for Marseille, and that is Nwaneri getting on the score sheet for Marseille in their big wins against Lens last night to take, well, they're still third in the table, to take them about 5 points behind Lens in Ligue 1 yesterday, and that was a very key move for Nwaneri because obviously we know he wants to get minutes at Arsenal, he wants to be starting at Arsenal, he wants to be happy at Arsenal indeed, but with the likes of Eze and Odegaard in the team, with minutes for Nwaneri were limited, very, very limited, and it only seemed that the best option for him was to go on loan. Now, initially, there were links with Bournemouth, as we know. I'm just going to talk about this very quickly indeed. Initially, there were links with Bournemouth. This comes from Lawrence Julian. The Premier Leagues, including Bournemouth, were really keen on Nwaneri and agreed terms with Arsenal, including a penalty if the youngster didn't play as many games as agreed. But we since know that obviously Nwaneri has gone on loan to Marseille, and maybe he just wasn't interested in staying in the Premier League. Maybe he wanted to just, like you said, test himself overseas or in a club that's doing well and fighting themselves for a league in Ligue 1 as well. They're about 8 points off the top. I believe 7 points off the top in Ligue 1 as well. So they're still fighting for the league. Who knows? Who knows? But it was a big move for Nwaneri. And as I said, he was on the score sheet last night for Marseille. So big up to yourself, Nwaneri. Indeed. Now, let's keep it moving on indeed, because Andrea Berta obviously is the one pulling the strings at Arsenal, and Arsenal have been targeting obviously Victor Valdepenas of Real Madrid, the Real Madrid youngster over there, 19 years old. Well, this comes from Stanley Motwell. Again, this is continued reports that Arsenal are continuing to scout out the 19-year-old youngster indeed, and if he wants to move to the Emirates potentially this month or the summer. Well, Arsenal are weighing up a move, whether they're going to move him for this month or in the summer. Now, why would they move him for this month? I'm not sure, because again, we're stacked in the centre of defence as well. I'm pretty sure he's a decent centre-back for his age as well, but the likes of Mascara returning, and you know what I'm saying, Hikapié and Calafiori are back in the squad now, back in training as well. We're pretty stacked. And if you're going to go for Valdepenas, why didn't you go for Guéhi? Or was it Guéhi's asking wages that he was asking for that maybe put you off at the end of the day if he was going to move to Arsenal? I'm not sure, but Arsenal are still scouting the youngster of Real Madrid, Victor Valdepenas, 19 years old as well. Let's talk about Julian Alvarez as well, because it was heating up in the last couple of days about a move to the Arsenal for Julian Alvarez as well. And this comes from Jacobs Ben, and I want to read you these quotes right now. Julian Alvarez's links to Arsenal are just thought to be intermediaries offering the Argentine to multiple clubs and letting the market know that he is considering his future in the summer. There is no awareness of anything being formal or direct or anything to get excited about. So now we know in a transfer market that naturally clubs will just naturally offer out players, or agents, will offer out players, indeed their players, to see if other clubs will want them. And as we know, Julian Alvarez has been on Arsenal's list. And I asked this on the Transfer Centre yesterday, if Arsenal were to sound out a move for Julian Alvarez, it wouldn't be a surprise because he was on the list last summer. And I asked the question, what does this mean for the likes of Victor Gyökeres potentially? That are Arsenal actually really, really tired of him already because they put a big outlay into Victor Gyökeres to get him in the summer. We've already got Gabriel Jesus as well. I think this move only happens, or a move here maybe happens, if one of the two leave in the summer. And I feel like a striker that is going to leave in the summer is the likes of Gabriel Jesus. Potentially. that's just me and my mind, because we've already got Kai Havertz there, we've already got Gyökeres there, we potentially want to sign young strikers as well. Like, come on. But Alvarez, again, a very, very quality player in his own right. But will this happen? Is it just rumours? Is it just agent talk? Or will Arsenal actually make a move for him? But we know that right now, Andrea Berta is drawing up plans to make sure that he has what he needs. Arsenal continue to scout the market for a starting left winger, and will have been shortlisting names for a long time. Now, I know we're just talking about Julian Alvarez, but as I said, Andrea Berta is the one that's pulling strings, and they want to sign a starting left winger. We've been linked to Leao, we've been linked to Yildiz, we were linked to Semenyo. Obviously, he's gone now as well. But Arsenal want to sign someone, and this continues to fuel the rumour that potentially Gabriel Martinelli could be leaving as well. And last, quickly as well, we're going to talk about Breno Biden, because Arsenal aren't interested in Breno Biden, but this report here says that even though Arsenal aren't interested in Breno Biden, they are still looking at players that are potentially better in his position as well. Now, we know that Breno Biden is a central midfielder. We know that Arsenal have been linked to the likes of Mendoza, Ayoub Bawadi as well, and other players like that are in his central midfield position that Arsenal could look to sign this January transfer window, or definitely in the summer. So it remains to be seen whether we will go for Breno Biden or not. But he is on the list of potentials to join the Arsenal. So people, let me know what you think of that in the comment section down below. Again, quiet January. Something may happen in the next few days. Who knows? The January transfer window is closing very, very soon, in just over a week's time. So do you think Arsenal will get anyone in? And if they do, who will it be? Drop that in the comment section down below. Make sure you subscribe to RASENAL TV, and make sure you smash a like on the video on the way out as well. Love and guidance, people. And make sure to follow me on TikTok. We are doing a watch along later on today. Arsenal versus Man United at the Emirates. It's going to be a big one. Love and guidance, people. Peace.